So you was just sharing, right? You know, you've been posting. I mean, you've always been posting some clips, but recently you got, I want to say, more engagement than the norm from a different audience that follow you from the producer side or maybe exposure side. So what's been going on? Because I know you in the forefront. I know a lot of people who talk that talk, but you live it. Like you on Twitch religiously. Whether it's I don't, like I said, the confidence you have from doing hooks and beats in front of the world. Like, I like to let people listen when things are complete, but you go ahead and say, I'm gonna create in front of the world, right? So that's one thing I want to see where that confidence comes from. But also the people that are reaching out, is that you see more and more people trying to get into the content creating when it comes to gaming.
It's all about exposure. You need the exposure. You gotta touch the streets. You need that street credibility. You need that promotion. And that's what exposure provides for the people.
Working million that makes him side out here at MIA, grinding like I always do. Watching exposure.
Getting hit in the head with that exposure. You know what it is, them down dogs, Raylo, #1 DJs, #1 promoters for show from Palm Beach. It's exposed, it's wide open now.
Y'all check it out, you know what I'm saying? Keep it locked all over Florida.
And you are watching Exposure.
Most definitely. It's crazy because music and gaming, they connect in so many ways. Long story short, of course, you know, I got a lot of artists that follows me and rappers and stuff like that. They always come at me and be like, yo, how do you do this and how do you do that? We're all gamers. I'm gonna say we're all gamers and we all connect. With the streaming, it's the streaming and gaming is just another source of income. You know what I'm saying? So you do it anyway. Why not do it and get paid and do it? You know what I'm saying? So I was told that at the very beginning and used to do it for hours in the day. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie, 8 to 10 hours maybe sometimes.
Wow.
And I was told one time from someone, yo, you game anyway, why not just stream it? You don't know what could come with it. And I did it, and income comes in that way. You know what I'm saying? And you can make clips, post them here, post them there, and make another source of income. So yeah, that's part of it.
So what is that confidence? So what made you say, okay, one thing to game, but now let me record it and let people watch, right? So was it just, were you able to focus on the bag and that allows you to build that confidence?
Actually, the bag, when it came to the bag, that wasn't even the thought.
Okay.
The confidence with doing it in front of people started in this actual studio. I would start from fresh, and there would be at least maybe 15 guys behind me hearing me start from fresh.
Okay.
And when I put it together, everybody's going crazy because they're seeing they get to see my thoughts in real life.
Okay.
So I may be humming it and it comes into real life. So that's where it started in the studio. And then I like the pressure of having people watching and being in presence while I'm doing it. So that's where the confidence came from. So if someone pause,
that's different.
but if I have an audience, it's for some reason it gives me a ego boost. Someone gave me a metaphor one time when I said this live on stream. It was like, you got that Mamba effect. He loves when he has an audience watching him perform and being good at what he does. So I was like, you know what? I grew a confidence to do this live. I didn't used to. Back then, I used to turn off my camera, couldn't take it at one point, but I was like, forget it. If I'm going to do it, I got to go 100% and do it. And for some reason, again, when it's like 10, 15, maybe 20 people watching me do it, the pressure is on, and it's easier for me to let it out when I have people watching me do it. So that's what actually brought up the confidence. Yeah.
And do you see a shift? Because I know what you do, and I've always heard of it, right? Or if come across me from watching even T-Pain. But it seems like when T-Grizzley talked about how much money he made by creating his own like world and putting his boys on, I saw like a lot of rappers, or I would say more artists, dive in that direction and really promote gaming and what they do.
Right. Again, like I said, there's gamers inside of all of us, man, and I think he was doing it before he was streaming it.
Okay.
And it's either the people, I think his team or someone that he was doing it with was saying, hey, look, I had my own, you should create yours and stream it. People will watch it. If you already have a following base, I don't care, you're a rapper, whatever you're doing, you have a following base, you're gonna have a gaming community behind you regardless. And they're very, very, very committed and loyal to your gaming and your streaming when it comes to that base. And he's making 250 a month. Just
250,000.
yes, a month.
Who?
T-Grizzley on Twitch. This is just a streaming software,
The
a
rapper was
website.
that? Yeah.
He's a rapper, and that's as a rapper, just having fun and sitting at home with his friends, making 250 a month. This is including.
Do you have to be good?
Okay,
Is he
so
good?
So
he a good like.
So what he's doing, it's called GTA 5 RP. So RP is role play, and he's playing. He created a character. It's him, but he's playing as a different character in the world or the city of the game. So GTA is a huge. It's right now 5 is LA. I think it's LA.
Okay.
And you can create a player, and you can play as a cop, a medic, or a hustler. You could play characters, roles in the game, and then you're using your voice and interacting with real life other people within the city. So stuff is happening in the city while you're doing what you're doing, like real life.
Gotcha.
So you're role playing. So, but like right now, how we're doing this, but we're just in our own home with our characters, pointing, doing this, doing that, with our characters, walking around, stealing people's cars, but we're role playing with our voices. So when I get close enough, you can hear my voice, like in real life. If I'm too far in the house next door and I'm talking, you won't hear me. Now, if I come to your door and I knock on your door and we're speaking, that's how the game works. So, and he has thousands and thousands of people watching him, and they're subscribing and they're donating, and it all adds up. And then he charges people to be part of his server.
Yeah, there you go. That's where I think he's definitely generating revenue on charging people.
Right.
And I also noticed he got a YouTube channel where he repurposes
Right.
that content.
Right.
Where he's putting it on his YouTube channel for you to go watch.
So how do he get a server? Do everybody get a server?
The game already has all that built in on the PC side, so you can go and purchase a server and you pay monthly on it. Now, again, if your server's loaded with people to come in and get it, to pay for it, then I would charge for it too, which you can, because you're creating a whole community.
So what system? So is there a system separate from the server that manages the charging and the fees and the
Yes,
subscription?
the company that created the game, which is called Rockstar. Yes, it's their servers, and then when you rent it out, you can do what you want with inside of your server.
Wow.
So in his server, he make the rules.
He makes the rules. He creates almost anything. Like, he makes the rules. He has a following. I'm sure he has admins that runs it for him while he's not there. But yes, correct.
So
it's like
now $250,000 a month.
Mm-hmm.
Where is one to learn how to get in these industries? Like, cause I got kids. Is there any schools and the universities? Like, cause this seemed like a legit thing.
Very legit. It's actually, again, all online on the game. It's actually self-taught, actually, too. It's not really tough. It's the hard part is to get people. Is to get, like, if your server's popping, people's gonna want to be part of it. Like, the hard, again, if you have a follow base, the hardest part is to get people to come play in your server. So
you have a server?
I do not have a GTA server.
Do you
People
play
want me
GTA?
to. People want me. I've played the regular storyline and played online and just shoot people up and then maybe get out of there. But which in the game,
Wait. That's what you do when you go in there?
yeah, just go in there and shit
just
around.
shoot people.
Yeah, just sit around.
That's what it looked like to me. You punch somebody, you steal their car.
What all can
you
you
drive off with it?
What all can you do on that though?
So GTA.
The top 5 things you think people go on GTA to do.
Okay, so let me explain the story side. The story side is they have 3 different players on the game, which is there's a black guy, there's a regular country trailer park white guy on there, and there's another rich white guy that's on there. So the story side is always what actually creates the game. People go in and play the storyline, and they enjoy the storyline because it's like a movie. And you have to grind up from the bottom and make a name for you. Not really make a name for yourself, but make some money for yourself. To do what you want to do. Now, the multiplayer side is the online side that you have to have internet to play that. Now, that part you create a player. There's contract jobs that you run into people within the game to make money within the game. So you can be a taxi driver. You can do a mission where someone tells you, hey, we need you to go rob this bank, and this is how we're gonna cut it. And they set up, and within the game, like a storyline, this is the plan. There's A, B, and C. Which plan do you guys rather do? This is all multiplayer, playing with friends, 4 players. Now, they already did this. This is just multiplayer, but you can do this kind of on RP. It's up to you. So it's just an open world game where on multiplayer where you just go do contract jobs to make money for your created player, where you level up and can unlock more stuff for your player. Buy houses, upgrade your engine in your car, buy cars. That's where they make their more money. All their money, actually, GTA. They're always releasing some type of different kind of car, and you can go and upgrade it, put tires, whatever.
So you can also, you can be poor in there.
You can be very poor, but you're not going to get anything. So you have to grind from the bottom up. Yeah.
So there's really, there's rich people within the game.
Correct.
And so they employ a bunch of people.
So
like is he like he run everything in his server? He like the top dog there, or is there people within his server more powerful than him?
I think he's the top dog, but the point is you're getting to interact with T-Grizzley, and again, like we're having a conversation. He might have somebody on his server that's probably not popular, but he's funny as hell, and he's the people that are watching. Now, you may not be on camera, but again, when you talk, your player mouth moves and everything like that. You're moving around. You're having a conversation, and shit is funny as hell. So the point is, you're interacting with each other, and the people that are thousands of people that are watching, they're laughing. It's like they people actually turn it on, could be at work, have it on their second screen, and they hear it, and they may not be watching it, but they're enjoying it like everybody else that's actually watching it.
And I want to say my 10-year-old son, he sometimes he just has it playing on the shorts. It'll just be playing, but it's other people playing the game, and I'm like, why you enjoy? And I'm always asking him, how come you enjoy watching other people play the game? Why don't you just go play? But like you said, he gets a different kind of entertainment from it, from just watching. And I didn't understand it, but now as you explaining it to me, it makes a little bit more sense.
How you don't understand it? You watch sports?
Yeah.
Why
I watch sports.
Why you just don't go play?
Because I don't play no more.
Wait.
So do you enjoy?
When I was playing, I didn't have really time to be watching other people's sports. You study film. When you played, you studied film. But I wasn't watching. I didn't have time because then when I wasn't studying film, I'm working out.
Okay, Eric, let me give you an example.
At least that's my experience, you know what I mean? But I wasn't. And now that I'm not playing sports anymore, I have way more time to sit down and watch a game and got nothing else going on.
Oh no, I 100% get it.
But let me give you an example though.
Yeah.
You see your personality, you will do freaking great on there, because you're completely different, and what you say would get people start rolling. Like, you might not think that, but trust me, there are people just talking can get them to win. Like, okay, I'm gonna switch it a little bit. Okay. Like, I'm a shooter. I like to play shooter games with other people online. Now, I may be okay, but when I go to talking or raging and all of that, that's what people love. They might like that, and they might be there just for that. Some people, because let's just say I'm really good at the game, some people might be there just to watch because I'm really, really good at the game, because I'm gonna kick ass and I'm gonna win. Now, when it comes to the women, some people just like to be there just to watch the female. She may not be good at the game. I'm speaking facts now for the gamers. Now, if they look good, they're just there just to watch. Some women are really good at it and look good. You're gonna get a bigger viewer base. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna grow your following really easy. Now, if I'm really good at the game, I'm always winning, and people know that I'm always winning, I'm posting clips that I'm always winning, people are gonna come because I'm always winning. You know what I'm saying?
What are you more interested in, the watchers or the players?
I watch too. But oh, you mean like being good at the game? I like someone that's actually really, really, really good at the game. Like I have a reason. That's the reason why I'm there. I want to see him win and win all the time, which they always do. You know what I'm saying? So, but just sitting there and watch, like, all right, she looks good, but she's not doing nothing to win the game. I can't sit there and watch that. Now, I love a female that looks good and kick ass. That means in games, videos, and movies, all of it. I love a female that can kick ass. So a Resident Evil movie, I'm into shit like that.
So to be successful at this, do you gotta look at it like a job? It almost sounds like, do you gotta put the time in and
first it starts off like it's not, but then eventually it's gonna become a job. Because I have a friend, we was just joking around on Twitch, because you're able to do it just on your console without nothing, no camera, no nothing. It started blowing up for her, and because it started blowing up, she started be able to get her equipment from her viewer base. They were donating, they were subscribing, giving like currency from their website, and she was making so much good money. She was able to buy equipment, computer, cameras, all of the above, and then now people can see her. Now she has a bigger following. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, that's how I started my setup. I didn't have nothing. Everything started from my viewership. I didn't have a camera. I was playing a scary game, and all they heard was my voice. That's all they heard, and they was entertained by it. And then I went to go get a camera, and I plugged it to that. Actually, someone donated a camera on stream. They sent it to an address, to my P.O. box. All the stuff would be sent to P.O. box or donate to me, and I go and buy them. And I show that you show the process that you started from here, and now you got a camera, now you got a better system, now you got a PC. People love that. They love to see the grind from the bottom up. I'm showing, hey, I'm not wasting their money on anything, but the money's coming, and I'm showing the process of me upgrading. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
So, and you didn't always have it all, because I'm assuming when people go in here, they're gonna be like, oh, I can make $250,000 a month playing a video game. But you had to definitely get the equipment, the right equipment. I'm assuming, right? You had to do your research.
Correct.
How did you find out the information and know, okay, I need this console, I need this camera, I need this mic? Like, how does one research to get themselves ready to put themselves out there in the gaming world?
Definitely pulled it up online, and I had actually help from other friends that was doing it. Like, let's just say, let's use this quality and audio quality that we have here right now.
Okay.
You could have this, like right now, you could start with this and still have 1 viewer or 0 viewers in your channel. You go to someone else's channel, and their quality and their audio sounds garbage, way bad than yours.
Okay.
But they have 20 to 25 people in their channel. So sometimes, a lot of the times, it really doesn't matter. But again, I went online and I was able to see where what cameras that gamers, streamers use, and what the base is. It doesn't have to be a crazy camera, as long as it can see you. 720 is great. Found that out. When I seen I could do it, I can do it on my console, but the console wasn't strong enough to give it a good quality. That's when I was like, you know what, let me invest into a PC, which everybody else had a PC on the side, so they can actually run a software that you can go live on and have more quality when it comes to the streaming and your gameplay. It looks just like what you see in front of you, but with a camera on, with a camera overlay over your game.
Dang.
Yeah, it goes from all the way from the start. It's a lot, but again, if you have a following, you already got the money like that, you can have someone come in and set up for you, and it's actually not that hard. But as long as you're good at with audio, I think you're A1. But yeah. Yeah. And T-Pain, shoot, he does it. He's been doing it for the longest. Before, I think he was big in music. He was doing it for the longest, man. And on Twitch, they pay him 7 figures to do 30 hours in the music category.
Yeah. I enjoy watching him record.
Right.
I see some sessions, some ad libs, or just him harmonizing. I do enjoy watching the recording process, because he almost does it so effortlessly.
Right. He does it anyway.
Just, I mean, off the dome, and you could tell he ain't really trying, and it still sounds good.
Correct. He does it anyway. He's like, why not just stream it and get money for it? You know what I'm saying? So he this album that's coming out, everything was created live on camera, which is dope.
Do he write?
Man, that man does not.
T-Pain?
He gets right in front of the mic.
He gets on the mic. It's off the dome. It's a bar at a time sometimes. Yeah, it's like a bar at a time format. And he come up with the next one on the spot. Like he'll mumble it and get it, and then he'll record himself, do the next take.
Yeah.
So he's recording sitting down. He's very comfortable. He's recording sitting down, but he goes at it. He'll attack it, then run through the harmonies and ad libs. But I seen him stack maybe within 30 minutes can stack a verse and have it ready to go. And it's not like I can't say like anybody could probably just throw bars out there, but it still sounds good. Like I think that's another talent. Tory Lanez, I seen him do it, and T-Pain's another one who can still give you a hit. But I think when you look at it, you're like, man, they just give me a verse, or it's just they could say anything and I'm gonna like it, but it's still substance there, and the craft. T-Pain is just T-Pain, man.
And from those clips, that whole video, he's making clips from clips, and getting another income from another source, another website or somewhere. So it sounds easy, but it's not. If you have character, I think it helps.
So how long you been doing it?
I took it serious in 2017. I was doing it, but doing it for play, just for friends to see me, because if friends to see if they're they wanted to see what was going on at the moment. But 2017 is when I started, and I saw that it was really moving, and I wanted to stop a couple times, but it was like, forget it. You know what? Since I do the music and of course do the gaming, I think it would definitely be something that I would love to continue doing, which I'm still doing. But yeah. It's dope, man. You don't see nothing else if it's not a job if you already do it and you enjoy it. That's how I see it.
I got
It's
you.
beautiful.
No, I got you. I got a question that most people don't think. So, sometimes I could see I guess when you have a spouse, they could probably talk junk like, why you always on the game? Why you just sitting there gaming? You could be cuddling up with me, or you need to go do this or do that or do stuff around the house. Does it take a special individual to understand the gaming world? Do you have to break that down to your partner, or does she just, he's gaming right now, let me leave you alone?
Very, very. It's I know. Let me start from the start. So like, there's a lot of guys. I'm gonna say for the guys, and I speak for a majority of them. They, of course, we want to go get the baddie, whatever. We get them right, but they'll never let them know until later on that they're a gamer. Nobody's gonna tell them up front, because if they know it may hurt them right there and then, and wait till later to accept the consequences later. But it's got to be someone that's already into gaming, or the person already really understands that, knows from the start and understand this is what you do to get away when you're being you and you're doing you, which I'm in a situation now, which thank God she's good with it, but it's tough. It's not a lot of women that would accept that. It's definitely not a lot of them. I want to say a good 80% of them.
Is it something you have to disclose? You feel like you have to disclose?
You have to. You got to let them know.
Is it in insecurity?
Nah. I want to say women love quality time, man.
When you say disclose, like in the beginning, like, hey,
Yeah,
I play,
like-
I'm a gamer.
Yeah, like
right?
I'm imagining a person that game, you
Right.
talking to a chickie like, so like I game. And they look like, oh no, I like Biddines. Like, you don't understand. It can be 2-3 hours.
I'm
And they like, okay, I'm imagining the serious gamer
Right,
dudes,
right.
they might have a world where they may vent to each other like, bro, we've lost a lot of relationships over this. And then so I don't know if this may not be a conversation, and I'm trying to be the therapist for the gamer guys right now.
Right.
Y'all might not have an outlet to speak on behalf of y'all love or what y'all do, and also I don't even know where I was going after that, but I don't know if in y'all world y'all know, hey, you gotta disclose you a gamer, cause these women are walking away. They say they cool with it, but we have statistics that may not be published publicly that says if you're a male and you game, your chances of being in a successful relationship drops 30%.
Yes.
I don't know if there's data on that.
I like how you put that. That is
We
a
might
fact.
need that though.
Because when you asked him that question, he was like he thought about it. So my insecurity sensors went off. I said, oh, he processing something right now.
Yeah. I was trying to put it in number base, just like how you put it. I want to say more like 80% of them would not accept. Would not.
And I say that because there's a lot of content online where you'll see the dude, and I know they do it for fun though. But they'll be playing a video and the woman would walk in the set and whether drop her lingerie or put her ass in his face or I seen a girl just do a handstand and put a butt right in his lap and it was a Nintendo tights on she had on, but trying to get his attention and one dude he saran wrapped himself to the chair so when she came in she couldn't do nothing. And I'm I know we joking about it, but I know it's real for some gamer. Hey, I'm gaming right now. I'm gonna holler at you when I'm done, boo. And that's why I was asking.
So here's the thing. I'm gonna use T-Grizzley also plays it, and everybody watches him. Call of Duty, Warzone. It's a game mode where there's 150 other. It's a game mode where there's 145 other players outside of your team, and 4 players per team. So once that starts, there is no pausing the game. So think about your girl trying to get your attention, and you cannot pause the game. And your team is yelling at you. Now guys are screaming at you. He's one shot. Get that guy right there. Just shoot him. And you're over here talking to your girl, arguing with your girl, or she's doing what she's doing to get your attention. There is no pausing. And the women sometimes do not understand that. If they're not gamers, they don't know that you can't pause the game and give him the time right there and then. Now, after the match is over, I don't know if you guys seen clips like this online where the guy walks into the room, just mess with him with the headset and the controller to see if they're okay, and then run back to the game. So, yeah, they've even played around with that. So this is all real life situations. I want to get your attention, but let me go finish over here. You know what I'm saying? So
now to that point too, Eric. What if you're successful at it? If she know, a Birkin could come from this here, or them nail that you need your nails did. I got you. Here's that Cash App, and she ain't worrying about certain things. Then I think it won't be so much pressure too. I can see that side.
You won't see her.
Short time.
Listen, you won't see her on stream for at least 6 to 8 months sometimes, unless y'all doing something, an outing or something like that. Some people don't even know the significant other's partner a lot of the times, and sometimes the significant other, when they're making that kind of bag, they're the manager or they're the one who's setting up the events and doing this and doing that, which is there's a bunch, not a bunch, but there's a couple of big millionaire gamers, streamers, their significant other, which is their wife or their girlfriend, taking care of that stuff for them. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so if I can get you the bag, trust me, she'll never interrupt it. I get here and there, but it's just,
You think the bag will keep her quiet?
Oh yeah.
I think so.
Oh yeah.
I think it'd be very minimal. I would think so.
Oh yeah.
She can get what she want, man. You gaming today? At what time? Okay, bet. Lock in.
There's a schedule. When you're streaming, there's a schedule. But because you're a gamer, you're going to game outside of your streaming schedule. You know what I'm saying?
So the bag make women happy.
You get a bag anywhere, it's going to make the women happy, bro. It's going to make them happy.
Then
we don't need too much to make us happy. We just need a room and whatever.
Have y'all ever met a woman that didn't have no worries of the bag?
It's crazy that it's dead silence in here.
I know.
I was waiting. I didn't know if it was on the gaming question or just in general. That's why I was kind of.
No, I know unhappy women that they man got the bag. The bag ain't the concern.
Yeah.
So after you supplying the bag, but you gaming, you putting in out all these hours, and she can get the material things. We find out very fast that the supplying of the bag is only giving you security outside of yourself.
Now hold on. As a streamer or a gamer, if I'm making the bag, I think I have created the time. I got the bag where I can create time for her and go out and actually splurge, you know what I'm saying, and do what we really want to do. Because if you're doing this only as a job, great income. These guys make 2.35 mil. Some of them make 10 mil a year, just gaming. I will definitely have time to do what I need to do with her, most likely. I think it's easy because you're home. You're home, man. And then some of these guys, they don't show nothing outside their private life. Some of them do. They go out. You're gonna have the time, man. You're home. I'll definitely be in the gym. I'll definitely, hey, Global,
we be in there.
Yo, I ain't got to worry about working for nobody else.
So
my schedule would be so nice. I'm telling you.
But do you understand their frustrations?
Yes, you got to. I think I would give her 3, it sounds crazy, about a good 3 days with her alone. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like nothing else but just me and her out the week. If I'm making that kind of bag.
Right. And I think, Eric, what everything is, there is a balance. There's got to be. Yeah. I'm not saying the bag is everything. I always think you got to have a balance of how you're doing it. And you got to know that other person's love language too, man. Like if you know it's touch, then you got to focus on the touch. It might be, words of affirmation. Like, everyone's a little different when it comes to it. But once that person knows or can tell you, hey, well, this is what I need, and I need this daily, or I need this, then it's up to us to find that balance. Because I think we're all unique when it comes to it. But I also see it is more challenging to maneuver out here without the bag. I see. Because the nicer things you want to do, even if you take a little trip, you drive 2 hours from here just to duck off at a hotel, and it ain't even a real vacation, but we just gonna get out for the weekend. Even those, the hotel fee, the drive-in, eating at a nice restaurant, breakfast and dinner, etc., little sightseeing, it's gonna cost a little something.
Facts. Let me point out a hard situation, right?
Okay.
Within the streaming base. If you're single, you're good. I'm going to say that. And then you get in the bag, you're great. You're single, you're going to have women in your chat all day, every day. And they got a thing called whisper. That means they're whispering you only. It's like they DMing you and you only see it while you're live. Now, you're going to have women in your chat. Yeah. They DMing you. You see it in the chat. No one else does. It's only for your eyes.
Okay.
It's only for you and her. Now, it happens, and sometimes it gets a big streamers in trouble.
The programmers was slick.
Yeah, of course. Come on.
They called it whisper.
But if you're slipping someone, you need someone to let you know, hey, fix your hat, or your stream's messed up, or blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? And then you got monitors and all of that. Again, it could get you in trouble. But you got to know, again, a balance. And I don't care what you're doing, music, streaming, whatever it is. If for the women, I would say, sometimes for the men, when you, I think I saw someone say this the other day. He's a streamer. When you let the world know that you are in a relationship, you're gonna lose some following and lose some following base. You're gonna lose it regardless.
So hold up. So then there's multiple legitimate reasons to not want to be in a relationship with a streaming dude.
Yes, there is. Yes, it's kind of like being a rapper.
It's not just the time that you're contributing to it. Then it's also you having fun.
Yeah.
Then you have your I'm sure your online streaming family,
right,
where it's people that might live in other countries and stuff, and y'all now y'all know each other, y'all cool. Then you got the whispers, and then now money is coming in, so you driven by that. I'm just thinking about that and I'm overwhelmed. I would say it will affect my relationship with the physical world if all that is going on right there in this chair. And them chairs look comfortable. My son got a one of them chairs. I'm like, they designed this for you to never leave out of it. it got a thing at the bottom where you can recline, put your legs up in it. It got another pillow behind the cushion on it. It got vents for where, I guess, if your neck sweating or something, they want the steam to...
My chair, again, with my community, it's a $500 chair. I wouldn't have never bought a $500 chair. that I just sit in. But again, it's one of the best investments for my setup because it's comfortable, got to recline, all of that. And it's, again, got the arm, everything. But yeah, that's just part of it, man.
So have you ever been out and you was thinking about, like, is gaming on your heart? Like, you someone be like, man, I really wish I was just sitting.
Oh yeah, we have plenty of times. We'll be somewhere and be like, damn, I want to go home. I'm going to go on the game. We'll be at work. That's what you're thinking. Seriously. Depending on the game that you enjoy. I was in a situation where I'm going to start from the beginning. I got the bag, but I'm home, right? Mm-hmm. Looking for something for work. But I got the bag. Everything's taken care of. Mm-hmm. When I say everything taken care of, I'm gonna break it down for the guys that are in the gaming community. The house is clean, bathroom, dishes, everything. House is taken care of, spotless. The kid is knocked out, sleep. What do? You're a gamer. You jump on the game. You do what you need to do. Now your girl not home. She's not home. She's not home.
Okay.
She's doing what she needs to do. She's at school, but you're home. I got the bag. Everything's taken care of. Now comes home, sees what I'm doing, and get upset. But everything is taken care of. I couldn't understand what the issue was. Took my headphone, threw it against the wall, not once, multiple times. And tried to disable the situation. Upset because I'm on the game. All right? Now, police got involved. I'm trying to make a long story short. Police got involved. The officer said, what were you doing? I said, I was on the game. What caused the situation? She threw my headphone against the wall, and it broke, and I got upset. I shut the door, and it got crazy loud. My son is still knocked out on the bed. Opened the door, and she's hitting on me, going crazy. So I grabbed her, and we went on the bed. I just held her tight on the bed. She called the cops and said I put my hands on her. Right? The cops came. She's in all white, just to let you know. She's in all white, and this is the person that's light-skinned. So if you put your hands on her, you're going to see it.
Gotcha.
Cops came, looked, saw, nothing was wrong. She's not hurt. Where are you? Where did you get hit? Can you show? Nothing like that. I said if it got crazy like that, I said my son is still knocked out on the bed. And throughout this whole situation, look, he's still sleeping. I said, you know what? I'm gonna get up and leave. That was the situation. The cop asked me. They ran our records, whatever like that. The cop asked me, "You're a gamer, so what game you was playing?" And she's in the other room, upset, getting mad. I was playing Gears of War. So we're having a conversation, we're laughing, and I'm in the living room. Made it way more worse. You know what the officer told me? This is the main point. The officer said, "Man, listen, my wife divorced me because I was so addicted to Call of Duty." He said he had days where he called out from work, lost multiple jobs because of that game. He said, I am addicted to it still to now, but I am a police officer for this state. He said, my vacations is just when that game's going to release, and he takes his 2 weeks when that game release. This is a police officer, a man that's way older than me. Said he's lost his job for one game. Yeah.
So it's
lost his wife.
So it's addicting.
Yeah, some people really can't prioritize their life because of it.
How do you manage?
I got way better at it. When I was a teenager, maybe younger than that, I was bad. I was real stuck on it, yes. But being met in a relationship, been married, I had to definitely let it go. I had to let go a lot of the stuff that I was really into, you know what I'm saying? Because the person I was with, their love language was quality time, touch, you know what I'm saying? So I had to understand that. Mine's is touch also, you know what I'm saying? So, and we had a little kid in the picture, so I had to definitely cut that out here and there. But when we get in arguments, where am I? In my own zone on the game. Yes. So it's a getaway. Yes, it's definitely a getaway thing to do as a gamer. But yeah, can get you in trouble, man, big time.
So you had to prioritize pretty much. Because you didn't step away. You just prioritize when you're playing.
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. But I wasn't streaming that. I was just gaming.
Okay. Now I hit him up. He'll be like, "Hey, Global, I'm on the game real quick. I'm gonna call you back." Like
I'm live.
He'll communicate. He'll hit you up. He'll tell you, "Hey, I'm gaming," and cool. You know what I'm saying? And even when I get a Twitch alert, like I think because I got the app because of him, I think I get a message or a notification,
it says that I'm live.
and it'll say that he's live.
So-
and sometimes, depending on what I'm doing, I try to tap in and see what he got going. You know what I mean? It is cool. It is a cool feature.
Yeah.
You know, that's a good story, man. That's a good story. So, if your son, if he comes to you at, I don't know, let's say 5 years from now, he just say, hey, Dad, man, I don't know about college so much, but this gaming thing, I see you doing it. You look like you're pretty successful at it, and I want to follow that route. What would your words be to him?
I'll tell him if he's gonna do it, you better go 100% with it. It's no slack, it's no lacking, no nothing. You need to make a schedule. You need to do a schedule within life, and then within scheduling with the streaming and gaming, all of that. Now, if you just want to game and that's it, no, you're not. That's not happening. You need to go back to school. That's not it. Because I tell him now, if you're gonna do something, you need to be committed to it and 100% to it. If you feel like that's not it, you need to find what the next thing is first before you leave what you're doing now. So yeah, he's definitely asked. He's seen me streaming here and there. He's definitely not into the streaming, but he does like the gaming.
As much as you do? Or
No, not as much as I do.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
So how is one to be prepared for all of the additional stresses that come with gaming? Because you're talking about some situations I don't, at least for me, I never really heard of any of these situations personally, but clearly it's happening to where the addictive side, I guess the withdrawal from, life, the prioritizing your relationships. How do you get prepared for that? Like, and we allowing children, because both of my kids, one on the iPad, the other one he on the game, but I don't even know to bring up to their attention or to address, hey, this might really affect your relationship, we talking about these love languages. This might damage the language in which your love communicates with you and interface with the rest of the world.
Can I be honest with you? They already know, because they know what the girls are saying in school. A man gonna do what the girl likes. If she knows, they already know, because the girls in school are already saying they don't like boys that game or guys that game. They're already saying it.
In like elementary and
They
middle.
already know. That means they already accepted it. Trust me. They know.
So the youth,
The elementary ones, they may not know. They may not care.
The young
They don't
girls
know.
already rejecting it.
Some of them probably are doing it too, but yes, they're already rejecting. Trust me, and we know.
So
it.
if there's a rejection, what is our response? What is the response from the men in that rejection?
You're saying like as a gamer, or as
Yeah.
letting the kid know?
I want you to speak on behalf of the
gaming
gaming men
community?
the
I
best
got you.
the best you can. What is the male gaming community response to the women?
like I'm just meeting the female, or I'm like, what do you mean? Like,
I'm stating it like this, very universally, and I want you to speak on behalf of the gaming men, the best of your ability.
okay,
The women are rejecting from the information you gave me to us today. The women are rejecting the man's relationship with gaming. What do the men have to say about that? What is y'all reply to that?
we accept it. We accept it. I'm gonna be honest with you. 20% of us men accept it and don't care what they have to say about it. We don't care. We're still gonna go after them, and we hope that they accept it regardless. But the other percentage, they're gonna lie and say they're not, and face the consequences later. But the ones that don't care, they don't care. We're still gonna go after the women anyway, and hope that she accepts and can understand. Hey, this is part of our love language, and can move on past it.
Gaming is a love language?
I would say yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's a getaway. It's definitely a getaway, and it just feels, bro, it's like sometimes, I want to say 30% of the times I come home, I don't game, I just get on the computer, and we're all in the chat together, and we're just chopping it up. It's more than just a podcast, it's exposure.